Hi, welcome to Fitness Pilates today. Hope you're all well. Thank you for joining me, and we're just going to do a half an hour. So drink of water, maybe a hand, a mat, that's all you need, and work within your means. Take rest when you need it, and if you need to make the exercise harder or easier, I'll give you different options. So happy Friday. Going to enjoy this today. Nice stretch and working on the core and a little bit of balance. So we're going to start standing. Make sure that you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth if you can. Don't hold the breath is the main thing. So just going to put on, looks very dark today. So we're just going to start with feet grounded, sinking the feet into the mat, hips nice and tilted forward, belly button in and shoulders down. And we're just going to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as we breathe in, we're going to lift the shoulders up. And as we breathe out, we're going to squeeze the shoulders down towards the mat. And again, in breath up and out breath down. And then we want to just lift one arm on in breath. So we lift one arm in breath and the other one out. Extend the spine, so lengthen the head towards the ceiling. Lift the arm in line with the ears, but make that back nice and long. Big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And really draw in that belly button, navel to spine throughout. And then take two arms up, sit back, bring your feet together, get the legs active. So we're going to just sit back, reach up, and breathe out and come back. So we're trying to not have an arch in the back here. So we're trying to lift and back down, and again breathing in, lifting up. You feel the legs working, the quads working here, and lengthening the back and out breath. So we're just going to rotate the leg, so lift the knee up on in breath and drag it round on out. Try and keep the hips facing the front, so we're opening up the hip joint. Get a little bit of mobility into these joints. So breathing in, lifting, guys, breathing out, taking the leg round. Breathe in and breathe out, and then change legs. In breath and out, in and out. And really felt that on my left side today. My little dog went to get under my feet the other day when I was out walking, and I went to kind of sort of step aside and kind of tweaked something, as we do. Okay, so we're going to just lift up the arms and lift up the knee. In breath, we're lifting up. And out breath, just press the arms down to shoulder high, lengthen the fingers. In breath, reach up, and then your next out breath, try and twist round. In breath, back up, woo, and out breath, push. Balance off today. In breath, up, out breath, push, and back up to center, and then the knee and the hand come down. So we're going to do the same on the other side. Sometimes we'll have good days with balance, and sometimes we have bad. So this is going to be one for me to see what I'm like today. Breathing in, lifting up. Breathing out, pressing down, stretch those fingertips. In breath, lengthen that back. Out breath, twist, guys. So we're twisting, tummy in breath, back up. Helps if you focus on a little point when you're forward. In breath, lift that rib cage. Out breath, twist. Not as easy as it looks. In breath, back, woo, and out breath, down. Okay, so we're going to just take one leg behind, and today we're going to just lift the arms up on in breath, and we're going to try and come down onto the floor with the hands as we lift the back leg. So again, a little bit of balance, might be a little bit off. Breathing in, nice tall, long spine, ribs lifted. Breathing out, we're going to just drop down as low as you want to go. So if you want to stop wherever, halfway, lift, breathe naturally once you're down onto this little lift of the back leg. Getting the hands down and bending the foot towards your bottom, lifting the knee, taking the leg back up, and nice and slowly bring it back down. So we're going to change legs. Taking the other leg back, breathing in, lifting up, nice tall spine, and breathing out, come down nice and controlled, pull that belly button in extra tight. If you can't reach the floor, you can stop halfway. If you're on the floor, we're lifting that leg, and we're bending that heel to bottom, lifting the knee outwards, opening up the hip, back up with that leg, and nice and slowly bring it back. Excellent. So we're just going to be walking down, rolling down and walking out into your plank like we do every week. If you haven't been before, you want to have a nice flat plank position, resembling a plank, nice and flat when we're on the ground. So take a deep breath in, we'll roll down and out breath, all the way down to the mat, and then we walk out into the plank position, so the hands come directly under the shoulders and the bottom is down, tummy up, lifting up through the shoulder blades, pushing the heels back, head in line with the spine. On out breath, we're just going to tap. So I'm going to take my feet a tiny bit wider, breathe out and in, out and in, and then walk it back. Once you get to the toes, take a deep breath in, breathe out and roll up. And then we're going to do that again. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, come down towards the mat. You can bend the legs if you need to bend the legs to walk out into your plank, tummy up, heels back, breathe out and in, tap, out and in, tap, walk it back, and you can roll up, nice and slow, head last. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, reach down, chin down, walk it out into that plank. And again, on out breath when you're ready, out breath, tap, in, down, and stay in your plank, tummy up, nice, flat, back, lengthen the head, looking forward and down, tummy active, really pull up that belly button, and then bring your knees down, and then sit back into an active child pose. So we're going to have head on the ground, but we're going to extend the fingers forward and breathe. Big deep breath in through the nose, feeling that chest on the legs as you breathe in, and out breath, sinking down towards the mat. In breath through the nose, chest expanding, out breath, and from there we're going to come up onto the knees. We're going to have the hands forward, and again, belly button drawing in. Take a deep breath in and breathe out and sink back. Breathe in, come back up. Now keep that chin up. Keep the hips pushing forward so you can feel the glutes are tensing. So we're not doing like a little back bend here, we're pushing out the hips. So we're keeping this belly in tight. And breathe out, come up. And we're going to stay back. Push those hips forward. Hold, if you need a rest, come back up, come back in. Really push those hip bones out, guys. You'll feel the quads tingling. Chin up, tummy extra tight. Really squeeze it. And nice and slowly bring it up. So we're going to stretch that front of the leg, the front of the quad. Hands each side, one leg bent and push down your hip, lift the chest up. And then we want to just lift that little back foot towards your bottom. And as you grab round to hold, if you can't, you may in future want to just use something to hook around your foot. And out breath, you try and get the foot as close to your bottom as possible. And you still want to be pushing down though through the hip. And nice and slowly. If you want two hands here, you can do the double. Lift that chest, push down through the hip, feel that lovely stretch down the front of the hip and the quad. And then let go. Nice and slow. Slide one knee in, the other leg back, lift the chest and the head looking forward, push down through that leg that's straight down through the hip. And then we're going to just lift that back foot, and on out breath, ease that foot towards your bottom, lift that chest, out breath, squeeze. In breath, don't rush the stretch, drag that foot slowly towards your bottom. Doesn't matter if it's away and you can't quite get there, just keep dragging in slowly, under control. Two hands if you want to add an extra squeeze, chest is up. And nice and slowly let that foot go and bring your knee in. And sit back, hands back this time, and just relax in your child pose. Deep breath in through the nose and again out through the mouth. We'll do one more time, breathing in and breathing out. Okay, so we're going to just come round onto our sit bones. And we want to lean back into our C-curl. So the hands are forward, the chin is up, and out breath, we sink back. So these hips are up, guys, belly button, important, you're drawing down. And we are lifting the hands, really getting the focus on that tight belly button. And then we want to sink back on out breath, so you're coming back lower. In breath through the nose, hold. And out breath, a little bit lower. In breath through the nose, hold. And out breath, a little bit lower, and you'll feel this tension coming on. And then if you need a rest, come out. Give a little stretch up. Just nice high, sort of tall shoulders and back, and head lifting towards the ceiling. Out breath. Arch down, chin down. In breath, lifting. And out breath, sinking back. And from there, we're just going to take the hands behind. Fingers comfortable, so your hands might be slightly out to the side, back, whichever feels comfortable. And we're just going to lift the hips here into tabletop. So we're lifting up with the belly button drawn down, chin down. Nice front. Now if you feel it's too much, you may want to drop down a little bit. But the focus is on hips up and belly button down. You can look down at the belly button, check it out, squeeze it. And nice and slowly bring it down. So change your hands to a comfortable position, whichever feels good for you. So we are pushing up. My hands feel better, forward. So really lift here, squeeze that belly button, get that stretch into the front of the shoulders. And if you want to add a little bit of extra work here, breathe out, lift onto the toes, breathe in, come back down. Breathe out, lift onto the toes, breathe in, down, trying to keep this tabletop position. The belly button is down. Work to squeeze it. And we've got 2 more, guys. If you don't want to lift, you can just stay in the tabletop, and if you need a rest, just rest in between. And bring it down. Such an excellent chest opener, and the front of the shoulders gives a really, really good stretch. So from here, we're just gonna do arms as if it's a capital A. We're gonna sink back again into this tension on the tummy, and then on out breath, we want to lift this knee up, in breath, down. So out breath and in. So we're gonna bring the arms down. We're gonna squeeze the belly button in. So out breath, get a crunch, in breath up. Breathe out and in. And really squeeze it, breathe out and in. Work here to tighten up this belly button. It's as hard as you make it. Tighter you squeeze, more you'll feel this tummy working really hard. And one more. And bring it up, in breath up, stretch. Out breath, sink down. In breath, lift. And out breath, down. And we're just going to take the arms up again. Sink back till you feel the tension on the tummy. And then on out breath, as if you're pushing down through heavy water to the side. So we breathe out. So it's not like a twist. We're just pushing down, dragging the belly button in. So the harder it is will be the lower down you are, with the shoulders towards the mat at the back. Really squeeze. Don't let the knees close in. Let's lift the chest. Get the stretch. Sink. And rest. So we're going to have one leg, make sure you can see me here. I want to have one leg out and one leg bent. So when you come back, the fingers are forward. If the hands come behind, it will be a lot easier. So that is an option if you find it's too difficult. If the hands are forward, just even like 2 fingertips resting on the floor, it'll be a little bit harder. So we want to sink back with the tummy drawing in on out breath as you come back to that tight position. Then we're going to lift the foot off the mat. If it gets too hard, you can take it back down, or you can take the hands behind. So here we want to, on out breath, drag the knee in, squeeze the stomach in. So we breathe out and in. And if you have a weak hip flexor or a sore one, or you feel this is too much tension, then you can use like 2 little fingers just underneath this leg, just to take like a little bit of weight off. So you can still work hard, guys, into this belly button. And then we're going to change that. So we're going to take the leg up and down towards knee high. Breathe out, breathe in. So we're only coming up level with this knee. But this belly button is coming in tight, and I'm not moving upper body, so you're trying to keep the upper body still. Fingers, resting. And then we're going to add both. We're going to breathe out and in, knee in and out, and up and down. So breathe out and in, out and in. If this leg is too much, give it a little help. And rest. Excellent. So we're going to do the other side. Leg out, fingers forward. As you breathe out, squeeze the belly button in, keep the chin up, slide back to position of choice. The lower down you are, the harder it'll be. Lift that leg up, and then out breath, in and out. Breathe out and in. This upper body is staying still. Way. Slow but tough. Make it as hard as you can. Rest when you need to. Lift that leg. Breathe out and in. And these fingers, we're not pushing into the mat, it's just for balance. Squeeze it. You should be feeling it now in this tummy. Feeling that core working hard. And both in, out, and then up and down. So breathe out each knee and out each lift. And rest. Really feel that on the tummy. Okay, we're gonna come on to elbow plank. So you might want a little bit of extra padding under the elbows. Cushion will do anything. You may be fine if you have a carpet on a rug. So feet back into your elbow plank, tummy drawing up, and elbows directly under shoulders. And we're going to ride forward, toes and heels. Toes and heels. Draw that belly button up, guys. Work it. Push back through the heels. Keep that bum down. Squeeze. And rest. Hips to mat. Elbows directly under the shoulders. Feet hip width apart, extended toes, and drag back the shoulders as if you're pulling the mat back with the forearms and the hands. And then we're going to move the hands out a tiny bit and just push. You can have the elbows bent, stretch out the abs, working the lower back, and breathe. And from there, we're going to come on to our side plank. So, side plank of your choice, knee on the floor, one foot in front of each other, or feet on top of each other. Stacked on top is always the most difficult. So again, directly under with the elbow underneath the shoulder. So you want to be in a perfect position. So again, lifting up. Hip is up and both the hips on top of one another. So we're going to just lift here. If you want to make this harder, we're going to lift one leg. Going to hold that leg. You may want to do an up and down. You may want to just stay without, or you want to may hold that lift. Take it down and have a rest. So we're going to sink down onto the mat with the shoulder, top hand on the floor, other shoulder comes down, legs in line. So we're going to have this other hand on our shoulder, closer the hand is back towards your waist, the more of a push up you'll get. So we want to breathe out and we want to lift. Have those legs, pointy toes, breathe out, squeeze to work into the obliques, breathe in, come down. Breathe out, squeeze. And if you want to add in that leg, breathe out, lift, breathing down. So you should feel this straight into the waist and the outer thigh. Really push up. If the hand is forward, you may not feel it as much as if your hand is back. So we are working a team. Nice and slow and controlled, but get the effort in. So good. Last one. And bring the knees forward. We are going to swap round to the other side. So again, down on the elbow, and if you want, you can even double up your mat or whatever feels good for that elbow, and push up. And we are lifting, so either feet on top, foot in front, on the knee, and lift. So also, if you want to do from the knee, you can still lift with the knee on the floor. If you're on the full legs, it'll be a lot harder. Lifting up, lifting, holding, keeping the hips above one another, shoulders above one another. Keep holding, keep that hip up, and rest. Top hand comes over, other hand on the shoulder. Legs always, if you look down, the legs and forward, they're in line with the shoulder, hip, knee, toes. Good alignment. And are we ready to push up on our breath? Breathe out. So really get the squeeze in, guys. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And lift that leg if you want to make it harder. Breathe out and in. Time goes so quick. This half an hour is the quickest of the day. Yay. Push. 2 more. We can do it. Last one, make it a good one. And rest. Bring those legs up. Okay, gonna take it into 90-90 legs. The leg can be forward, it can be tucked back in. Twist round, lift the chest, push forward from your hip. And out breath, sink forward. You can bring it down if you want on your elbows, or we can rest as we did last week onto the hands. Just allow your body to sink into the mat on out breath. One more. And breathe. From there, we're going to just push up, swap over the legs. And we have the window cleaner in the background. Great. Okay, take the hands round, lift the chest. And breathe out, sink down, bring the hands down, bring the head down. And push up. At least you know I have clean windows. Means I need to do the insides now. Okay, legs are wide, team. And lift up that chest. And we're going to just come over, stretch that waist, lift the chest. You might want to come down towards the toe and hold on to the toe. And breathe. And again, you might want to hook the hand underneath that leg or over the top. Whichever feels good. Lift the chest. Sink down. And come back. And then we want to lift up, big capital A, lift from the ribs, big stretch. And then out breath, we want to just twist the hands, one on, bend the legs, lift the chest and squeeze back for that torso twist. In breath, come back to the big wide capital A, or star I should say. Out breath, drag, push the hip up and twist round. We'll do that one more time, each side. Big star, out breath, lift and twist. In breath, lift, and out breath, lift the chest and twist round to that nice twist. And come back to extended legs to the front. And we want to just hinge forward, lifting the arms, lifting the chest, hinge forward from the hips. And out breath, we just reach and push forward. In breath, lift. Out breath, reach. And then we want to roll down with the toes pointed, arching the back and allowing the arms to come down and the head to drop. Take a couple of breaths here. Allow yourself to relax into the stretch. You might want to walk those legs back, the butt back, into a comfortable position so you can come down a wee bit lower. And then we're going to take the toes or the front of the shins and we're going to lift the chest and the head on in breath. And out breath, we're going to point the toes and drop back down into that little fold. In breath, we're going to lift the chest, push forward. And out breath, we're going to drop, stay down. And breathe out and allow yourself to come lower. And from there, we're going to just roll up. We're going to just cross the legs to finish. Comfortable position. I'm a couple of minutes over, I apologise. But I like to stretch out the neck and the top of the shoulder. Take a deep breath in, head one way, hand pushing down, and change it. Take a deep breath in and breathe out and push down. Get that little added stretch into the top of the shoulders and the neck. Drop your head forward. Allow the neck to relax, the chin to come down and the neck to stretch. Fingers interlocked, elbows closing in and dropping down. Can add on a little extra, little stretch to the back. If it's too much, take the hands off. And from there, come back and roll your shoulders. And thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed that, and I will be back next week. Hope to see you then for FBX next week. But take care, have a fabulous weekend, guys. And thanks so much. Any comments, put them on and I'll get back to you. But happy Friday. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye.